What's up, my guys? It's Infobray here, and oh my gosh, you've probably seen the news. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, as well as Pokemon Legends Arceus is coming to Nintendo Switch within the next 12 months, bro. It's all happening. Let's have a chat in this video and break it down. So there's a lot to break down, including Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Masters news, but that's going to be for another time. Today we're going to talk about Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, as well as the brand new open world adventure, Pokemon Legends Arceus. Let's start with Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Now, when that DS popped up on that bench there and we saw the Diamond and Pearl games coming up, it was GG's, man. But as we actually got into the proper game, it was a little different. We started the trailer in Dawn's room. Obviously, from off the bat, we knew the art style was a little different. It's in that chibi style, so I guess it's safe to assume they're going for a more childish-like game. But I still think the graphics looks fantastic. And look, the games don't come out for another 9 months, so there is a long time to tweak some things. But all in all, it looks awesome. I think one of the main takeaways was the Let's Go animation style and battles, which is clearly evident as you see Barry throwing the Pokeball with Starly. It does remind you of that Let's Go style trainer battle, and that is totally fine. I like the Let's Go graphics, but in saying that, you can see the fixed camera starting from the top. It's not that open world rotating camera that many were hoping for, and that is totally fine. One of the awesome things I also saw was wild battles returning, which was definitely different from the Let's Go games. As we know, Pokemon Let's Go, Eevee and Pikachu did not have wild battles. It was that straight Let's Go catching mechanic, so seeing the return of wild Pokemon battles is definitely cool. Known leaker Centro Pokemon Leaks has also stated in one of his tweets that the overworld Pokemon will not be returning, so it is random encounters, which does stay true to the original Diamond and Pearl games. I know some are going to be pretty happy about that, but I also know some will be disappointed, and they thought that the Pokemon Company was making great leaps and bounds in that area with wild Pokemon roaming, but obviously Pokemon Legends Arceus is going to have that open world style, so we're going to get that bit of both that's going to please both fans. As you can also see, we're playing as Dawn and Lucas with Barry as our rivals, so it is a straight remake. It's not a sequel. It's not in the future. It is a straight remake, and the statues of Dialga and Palkia in the city, you can obviously see that statue does represent both Dialga and Palkia. It has the spikes of Dialga, but it also has that kind of shape of Palkia. The statue definitely represents the same one in the manga, while I think the original statues in Diamond and Pearl games are different, so it would definitely be interesting to see if we have an altered storyline with some new forms of these legends, and perhaps this will tie into Legends Arceus when that comes out a few months later. Now, man, let's get into what I am most personally buzzing about is Pokemon Legends Arceus. So everyone's probably seen the video by now, and you guys can go check that out yourselves, but I'm actually going to go to the website, and there is an official Pokemon Legends Arceus website. It's legends.pokemon.com. Go and check it out for yourselves after this video, guys, and have a read. But there's a few things that does provide a bit of clarity, so let's have a look. So Pokemon Legends Arceus game honors past Pokemon games' core gameplay while infusing new action and RPG elements. You'll need to catch, survey, and research wild Pokemon in a long-gone era of the Sinnoh region to create and complete the region's first Pokedex. So looking at that graphic right there, man, that is literally what I was envisioning as a child. Playing in this open world, kind of like RPG, kind of like Breath of the Wild, or like something like Skyrim, where you just roaming around and Pokemon are just free and you can just do whatever you want. But let's have a look at the characters right now. So we've obviously got these characters that have come from a different region. They do resemble Dawn and Lucas very strongly, whether they're their predecessors or their ancestors. It'll definitely be interesting, but let's have a look at their outfits. They do have quite an old age outfit. On the sleeve is what everyone is talking about. They got that interesting symbol, and it's a galactic symbol. And if you look in the video, when you get your starter Pokemons, Rowlet, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott, which is absolutely crazy, by the way. I think it's awesome that they've taken a different direction. You'll see it in the back. There's actually like those flags with that symbol on it. So it's safe to assume the professor of that region has something to do with this team, or this Team Galactic team. It'll be interesting who the professor is. And I mean, they left that out on purpose, which is massive. Whether that is Cyrus, who has traveled using Dialga's power, or Giratina. Maybe this is the new world that he was envisioning, but time will tell. But I just thought that symbol was very, 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 very coincidental, and those characters are very similar to Dawn and Lucas, so let's see what happens. Okay, if you scroll down on the same webpage, it says catch Pokemon. So to catch Pokemon in Pokemon Legends Arceus game, you can observe them to learn their behavior, then carefully sneak up to them, aim your Pokeball, and let fly. You can also have your ally Pokemon battle wild Pokemon that you hope to catch. Just throw the Pokeball holding your ally Pokemon near a wild Pokemon, and you'll seamlessly enter battle and command your Pokemon by choosing from move or no. So this pretty much tells us that when there is a wild Pokemon in the area that you want to catch, it's not going to be that freeze that movie transition, I guess that animation into a battle. It's just going to go straight into it. It's going to be very seamless. You can throw your partner Pokemon out to help you assist catching the Pokemon. I think this is insane. I think this is absolutely fantastic. I think, as you can see from the character here, he's got the Pokeball. It's going to be interesting whether we have to actually personally aim with the Pokeball or the game will just like lock it on by itself. And you can see on the screenshot on the right, the trainer's Gallade. There is still moves, which is fantastic. And you can see down the bottom left, the trainer has 6 Pokemon in their party. They are very high level, by the way, level 70. So hopefully the game is continuing at high levels. It's going to be interesting whether I believe it's not turn-based, but I believe there are still moves. So how they incorporate that is going to be interesting. One of the information, one of the things coming out from the leaks is saying that if you do not have any healthy wild Pokemon on you, wild Pokemon will attack the trainer directly, which is unprecedented considering this is a child's game. And I think that's awesome. I think there's going to be real ramifications if you do not have strong Pokemon. Literally, Professor Oak was not wrong when he said that going into the tall grass can hurt. So I think that's awesome to keep in mind, that the wild roaming Pokemon will actually have aggressive behaviors towards you if you try to battle them when you're not strong enough. Now, it'll be interesting to see if they do wild shiny Pokemon like in Let's Go. So obviously in Sword and Shield we had overworld Pokemon, but their shiny sprites didn't appear until in actual battle. But considering that seamless transition from roaming into battle, I think we can safely say that shiny Pokemon will appear in the overworld. It has to be the only way. They're not going to change shiny as soon as you enter the battle, so that's one thing to look for. If you continue on the website, you can scroll down, you see a couple of screenshots of the main character out in the wild. Actually, you see like Piplup out in the wild as well. The graphics are okay. I mean, they definitely, I think, will be improved as the game is released within the next 12 months. They have a long time, and I also presume there's going to be a new Switch that will enhance these visions. But if you see the bottom right screenshot there, you see the player up against, I'm gonna take a wild guess. I'm gonna say it's one of the lakes, whether it's Lake Verity or Lake Acuity or Valor, but it's definitely one of the lakes, 100%. So it's going to be awesome. As you can see in the top left screenshot, Mount Coronet. So as players that have played in the Sinnoh region before, identifying these landmarks and where the cities are going to be is really cool. I think that the main city that we start off in as our base, I'm going to take a guess and say it's going to be Celestial Town. I'm going to say that was the first town in the region to be colonized, and I'm going to go out there and say there's going to be some like kind of ruins around the area. That's what the town was built upon, that has a tie-in with Arceus in some direction. So scrolling down, the Pokeballs of old were apparently built a little differently from the ones we know so well. They were made mostly of wood and steam puffed from their tops when Pokemon were caught. So knowing they're made of wood and knowing that we are the first in the region, it'll be interesting to see if we can create our own Pokeballs using resources from the environment. Or if there is somebody in the village that creates them for us, we go and source the wood, perhaps by cutting some trees down using our Pokemon or certain Pokemon, then we can create our own Pokeballs. That's definitely one thing to watch going forward. One of the biggest surprises was the starter Pokemon, obviously being Rowlet, Cyndaquil, and Oshawott. These 3 Pokemon originate from different regions, obviously not the Sinnoh region, and the Professor has these Pokemon in his arsenal to give us as our first Pokemon. So obviously the Professor's been traveling the world for a while and he's come across these Pokemon, and then as he's found the Sinnoh region, or he's come across to the Sinnoh region in whatever means that was, Piplup, Turtwig, and Chimchar were simply just wild Pokemon in the area. They weren't referred to as the starter Pokemon. So as we know, the starters will be available in the wild, the Sinnoh starters. So having these Pokemon is really different. I'm actually really excited. It's kind of like a ROM. It's like a hack, but it's like coming to life. So can't wait for this, man. I'm definitely going Team Oshawott. The last thing on the Pokemon Legends Arceus website is a detailed description of Arceus. It states, holding the key to this tale is the Pokemon known as Arceus. Arceus is said to have shaped all there is in the world. Just how is this mighty Pokemon connected to your journey? That is one of the biggest questions. Obviously, we know Arceus is a mythical Pokemon, and it is one of the, I guess, most treasured mythical Pokemon in the sense that is referred to as, I guess, the god Pokemon. I was just thinking about it this morning that Pokemon Go, we've seen all these mythicals be released in like Darkrai and all these other mythicals from other regions. Arceus has not even been touched once, as I believe right now. So as you can see, it's just the alpha Pokemon, type normal, everything we know about it, but it will be really cool to see how they tie Arceus into the story. Obviously, with the goal of the character is to create the first Pokedex, and part of the Sinnoh Pokedex is Pokemon such as Dialga, Palkia, Giratina. So I think there will be an in-depth story about all these legendary Pokemon and how Arceus ties into it. And I think Arceus will be essential. Obviously, the central piece of the story, but all these other legendaries, we know Sinnoh has a vast legendary case with Heatran and Manaphy as well, and then we got other mythicals such as Darkrai and Shaman. So can't wait for the story, man. I think they're really trying to cater to these veteran fans, and they're trying something different, and man, I think it's going to sell really well. They're catering to the younger fans with the brilliant shining games, and obviously this game, dude, like, I can't wait for 2022 already. That wraps up the video, man. I want you guys to let me know down below, are you more excited for this Diamond and Pearl remake or the Legends Arceus game? Me personally, the Legends Arceus game looks dope. I can't wait to like have something fresh, go back in time, and have a different approach to the Pokemon series, man. But that being said, I'm excited for both games. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, man, or even consider subscribing. It really helps me out. It tells me that you want me to make more stuff like this. Can't wait to keep covering these games, guys, going forward. And with that all being said, until next time, Legends.